killed. Now, South Africa leadership is coming to see me, I understand, sometime next week. And, we're supposed to have I guess a G20 meeting there or something. But we're having a G20 meeting. I don't know how we can go unless that situation's taken care of. But it's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about. But it's a terrible thing that's taking place. And farmers are being killed. They happen to be white. But whether they're white or black makes no difference to me. But white farmers are being brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media, doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they talk about it. That would be the only story they talk about. And I don't care who they are. I don't care about their race, their color. I don't care about their height, their weight. I don't care about anything. I just know that what's happening is terrible. I have people that live in South Africa. They say it's a terrible situation taking place. So we've essentially extended citizenship to those people.
I've said this times without number, that the world does not really deserve, a country called Biafra. Because the reality is that both the United States, both, Russia, China and the rest of these powerful countries actually know the high level of genocidal attacks happening in Biafran land. Now, the video you just finished watching, was the video in reference to an allegation the United States government made against whites being unalive in South Africa. In fact, that matter actually went further to the extent that the president of South Africa came down to the White House, to discuss and clarify the issue that whites were not being unalive in South Africa. Now, bringing it down to what is happening in Biafran land, we saw what is happening, or we are actually still seeing what is happening in Okigwe, for example. Okigwe is just like a case study. We've had numerous places, incidences where the Zoo Army have actually invaded Biafran land, buying lots of Biafrans in broad daylight. But the most painful part about it? The most painful part is the fact that because of the United Kingdom government is fully in support of this genocidal attack, because they know the kind of power or prowess Biafrans stand if eventually Biafra comes. That is why they are fighting everything tooth and nail to make sure that this whole genocide, this whole unaliving of Biafrans continue to be swept under carpet. Why am I bringing up the issue of the United States president? Now, Trump has actually made a very critical decision concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Èkpá. And before, if you're patient enough, to watch this video to the end, you will understand the important role or what Trump is trying to do that can bring an immediate release for Mazi Simon Èkpá and stop all this whole genocidal attack. We all know that there is a WAR happening in Biafran land, Okigwe precisely, and as I'm talking, more troops of the Zoo Army with their weaponry and equipment are going, into Okigwe, trying in collaboration with governors of southeastern part of the country. They have continually been buying innocent people, unaliving them in broad daylight. If not for the Biafran resistance fighters, Biafran defense forces that have been doing the needful in making sure that they protect our people. Now, watch the video of Trump, and his orders that might actually give an immediate release to Mazi Simon Èkpá in Finland and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the zoo.
And constructively explain every single thing. We don't play out one after the other. Because, see, for the case of Simon, it be like, say, Simon something they move this man, something they with them, they behind them, where they make him win every single time. Yes, as we they speak, some individuals domiciled in the US political scene don't promise one thing. They don't promise that they could do one thing, and that thing definitely don't work, and it go work in favor of Simon, a man held in Kilamakoski Correctional Center in Finland. So the question here be say, who be these individuals and what they don't promise to do? Because say this is huge, this is big, and this is gigantic. This is not something we say everybody needs to see right about now. Yes, because say Simon, every single day, this guy they see victory one way or the other. And for this video, I'm going to show you, maybe for see him and make you for understand. Meanwhile, you get one big update where they come from the country of the USA. So military personnel don't petition the country of UK, that is England. Say, why are you guys treating Nnamdi Kanu in this particular way and character? In this video, I'll be giving you an exclusive insight of every single thing where they come from the desk of these military men that work in America. This one could they big because if UK no listen to this military men with the USA, something big might be building up behind the scenes. So if you say fits big past UK as a country. Meanwhile, we have an interesting revelation. Yes, we stumbled on a very, very big and vital piece of document that originates from 1827 regarding the Biafran people and the way UK, that is Britain, take walk around the Biafran people. This document is as old as 1827, and luckily enough, you go to see them. This is something I'm pretty sure you haven't seen anywhere else before. Yes, so for this video, I'll be giving you an insider and exclusive updates regarding that particular piece of document. Still on still, the wife to Nnamdi Kanu, yes, the wife to Nnamdi Kanu in the person of Lolo Uchechi Kanu was hospitalized in the past couple of days. But as we speak, there's an update regarding this woman. What did happen to her? Did she recover? Has she recovered fully? Or what did happen? Well, I'm going to give you updates regarding the wife to Nnamdi Kanu. This is big, this is huge, and this definitely will be a game changer. In this said video, I have a revelation coming from a man known as Christopher Okenwa. This man don't talk something. He don't state some articles. He don't cite some constitutions. So he say Finland should abide to regarding the case of Simon. He don't talk something where they inculcated in the constitution of the Finnish political scenes. And it be like say Finland legs on the shake. The government of Finland must listen to this one way or the other because this is embedded in its own constitution. In this said video, you're going to see every single thing where you need to know right about now. Meanwhile, as of last month, Nigerians woke up to a surprising news where we say this man will show right now on your screen, known as Obona Iru, was falsely sentenced to prison where he spent 26 years. But interestingly and luckily enough, this man regained freedom as of last month. And this is something we've discussed in this video. This particular event went viral, super viral on the internet. But then, something don't happen within this man's family. Something don't happen to this man. Maybe say people needs to see right about now. So the question here be say, was this guy sentenced back to prison? Or was he convicted again? Or more for this video, you go see one thing. No, this now news be say everybody needs to pay attention to because this is big and this is a turning point in this man's life. Yes. Moving on swiftly, the Deputy Prime Minister of the USB movement in the person of Ngozi Oraboize don't release some documents where we say everybody needs to see. A document that relates and concerns with the President of Finland, the President of Nigeria, the leaders in the UK, and every other world governing body. This news now something where we say you have to pay attention to it, and you definitely have to see it because if you don't see them, you don't miss out, and if you miss out, you know go get the info where they needed or embedded in this video briefing. Still on still, we received a notification coming from the desk of the IPOB. These people don't they warn Nigerians and they warn other Biafrans. Say, see, you guys must stop this thing you are doing. Yes. So the question here be say, why the IPOB they warn Nigerians and they warn the Biafran people? What did that happen? Well, I'll give you clarity, better understanding, and a full illustrative picture in this said video. Moving on swiftly, a white man tested the popular food from the southeastern part of Nigeria, known as Èkpá. This man tested them and he had one thing to say. Everybody needs to see these particular comments and reactions and review coming from this foreigner who tried a Nigerian southeastern dish, Igbo food. This one will bust your head and make you feel some kind of way. Well, with all of that being said, let's kickstart this video with our very first update. Yes, as stated previously, the wife to the leader of the IPOB in the person of Lolo Uchechi Kanu was hospitalized a couple of days back. But as we speak, this woman now don't they regain her consciousness, and she don't day very fit and healthy. The question be say, what is send this woman to hospital? Well, as we speak, we don't know why this lady, yes, the wife of Nnamdi Kanu, was hospitalized. We don't know what even happened. But one thing we know be say she undergo a surgery operation in the UK, and as we speak, she is recovering and she gets back to her full health. Well, for clarity and for a better picture and understanding, let me take you to the desk of the Biafra First Son when he give us clarity and revelations on his Twitter page. It states, Biafrans rejoice and thank Chukwuoki Abiyama for seeing Lolo Uchechi Kanu through her major surgery. This woman has been sick since Onyendu was extraordinarily redentioned. She has been strong and holding on, but she has to go through this to save her life. Wish her a quick recovery. And sharing right now on your screen now some pictures taken from her hospital bed, but we have to blur out her face. We have to cover up her face because it's not good to post people's pictures when they're in this particular state and in this particular condition. So from what we can see, this is the woman, the wife to Nnamdi Kanu, and she fell ill a couple of days back or weeks back, and she was taken to a hospital in the UK. And the doctors there advised her that, see, you must undergo a particular surgery before you can regain your full health and consciousness. This lady agreed to the surgery, and as we speak, as of 13 hours ago, the doctors successfully operated on her. A full surgery was done on her, and she done the recover fully. This is a massive one, and this definitely will go a long way in helping the USB movement. Well, just in case you don't know who this woman be and the work which she don't play, let me briefly show you a document. Showing right now on your screen now a document on this lady, and you can pause this particular part of the video, make you for read up and understand, because she did work effortlessly and endlessly to make sure say she spread the awareness and create awareness regarding Nnamdi Kanu in the UK and other part of the world. Yes, so pause this particular part of the video, maybe for read up and fully understand. Yes, meanwhile, while making this video, we stumbled on a particular document, a revelation coming from as far back as 1927, where we say most Nigerians no, most individuals never see, and many media outlets in the world and in the country never lay their hands on. Well, what will be this document, and how does it concern you watching this video? Well, make I for show you, maybe for see with your own eyes. So right now on your screen is this document, and please pay attention to the highlighted part of this particular document, because at there our attention supposed to, and there our attention lies. This document, based out of research, is coming from the British colonial rulers we lead Nigeria, we colonized Nigeria back in the time. When you take a look at the highlighted part of your screen, you will see that you see 1827 as the very first highlight, and the second highlight is 24th of June. It states agreement between Great Britain and Biafra. It also continued with the word secession, island of Buluma to Great Britain. So what did this whole thing even mean? Well, we had to do quick investigation to understand the context of this document, because you see, we don't even understand, say, okay, what did Biafra has to do with the Great Britain? Yes, but make we give you a full explanation. Showing right now on your screen every single thing that you need to know right about now, and still pay attention to the highlighted part of this document. It states, by 1914, Britain merged the northern and southern protectorates, including Igbo lands, into one entity, Nigeria, for administrative convenience without the consent of the indigenous people of Igbo land. What did this thing even mean? It means, say, in 1917, the British colonizers merged Nigeria, that is the northern and the southern protectorates. They merged these two different sections into one country. And as they merge them into one country, they no inform or ask permission from the people of Biafra. Okay, so in 1914, the Biafran land was known as Bight of Biafra. Showing right now on your screen every single thing you need to know. Most start with the very first headline. It states the name Bight of Biafra. Long before Nigeria existed, European maps, Portuguese, Dutch, British, referred to the southern coast of West Africa as the Bight of Biafra. The coastal zone was a major slave trade hub from the 16th to the 19th centuries, in which British merchants were heavily involved until Britain abolished its transatlantic slave trade in 1907. So as you can see, the name Biafra don't they in existence far back as of 1827. The name Biafra will be something we be saying one man sit down for a room concrete. It don't they in existence. It don't appear in different maps. The Portuguese map, the Dutch maps, and other maps of the world. And I would see these documents, they still show, say, the people of Biafra who had its own space before. They occupied a particular sections of land before the people of UK can say, no, we must put on together with India Hausa. We must put on together in one particular region with the Northern Protectorate and the Southern one, without asking the people, say, okay, do you guys want to join this country we want to form? Do you guys need this formation? Do you want this thing to exist? They don't even ask such questions. They just go sign them, and it happened. And that is why during the Civil War, the UK, the England, no support people of Biafra. They supported the Nigerian military forces. Why? Because they get personal interest in the oil wealth. Showing right now on your screen, and the benefits where the UK been they try to protect during the Civil War, and that is why they sided with the Nigerian armed forces. Hope you guys are paying attention right about now. Hope it's clear, and hope you're understanding. I beg, if you know they're clear enough, let me know in the comment section, and I'll probably make a part 2 video to explain the context of this document where they show right now on your screen, and every single thing within. Hope it's clear. Okay, good. Well, if this is your first time of seeing our videos, or you watch our videos without subscribing, it's very, very wrong, and you know they're right. We give you videos, 2 videos every single day, and it's for free. The only way you can pay us is for you to just subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and turn on post notifications, so that whenever I drop a video, you will be among the very first individuals to see them and to watch them. So I beg, subscribe, and also like this particular video if you did get info and information from them. Well, don't forget, say we still get updates regarding the case of Simon. Yes, we know, say individuals in the USA don't they fight tooth and nail to make sure, say, Simon sees the light of the day. Who be these individuals, and what they don't promise to do? Well, clarity will be given to you in this video. But before we show you the case of Simon, there's something we all need to know right about now. Yes, some individuals, some military men based in the USA don't come out to tell UK, say, bro, say, Muna, listen, una F up Nnamdi Kanu, una still the F up his release from detention. Now, una must pay close attention, and una must do it till we talk right about now. Well, for clarity, make I take you to the desk of Sahara reporters, because for there, we first see credit to these guys. It states, US-based Igbo military veterans accuse Britain of colluding with Nigeria to keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention. And this, like I said, is coming from Sahara reporters. When we see this news, we had to quickly verify and fact check if it's true and authentic. Yes, so right now on your screen, every single thing you need to know, it's a verified news. And who be these veterans? Who be these military veterans of Igbo descent domiciled in the USA? Well, these are individuals we be say don't serve in the USA Army. Igbo people we don't serve for the USA Army. They don't come to create a group. They created a group, and this group is known as AVID, which is the American Veterans of Igbo Descent. Showing right now on your screen every single thing you need to know about this particular group. But we'll skip, because we get plenty news to discuss in this video. I'm not going to waste your time or delay your time. So we'll see the sub right about now regarding this group known as the AVID, that is the American Veterans of Igbo Descent. As we speak, these individuals don't send a petition and a letter to the government of the UK asking them to do one thing. Well, what did they ask the UK government to do? Make I for show you. It states, in a statement titled An Open Indictment, Britain's blood-stained hands in the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu, and signed by its president, Dr. Sylvester Onya, the group accused the UK government of having abandoned its duty to protect one of its citizens in favor of political expediency. The American Veterans of Igbo Descent, the AVID, a US-based group of Igbo veterans, have accused the United Kingdom of premeditated collusion with the Nigerian government in the ongoing detention and trial of Nnamdi Kanu, as stated right now on your screen. In a statement titled An Open Indictment, Britain's blood-stained hands in the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu, and signed by its president, the whole article went on and on and on. But the cocoa here be say, these military men, these veterans, don't they tell the government of UK, say, bro, say, you guys should pay attention. Make una they see. Look well, know what you they do regarding the case of Nnamdi, because if you don't do well, if you don't put your house in order, we'll have to do it for you. And I wait see the government of UK no go need right about now. Yeah, so what do you think about this petition coming from the AVID, a veteran military group of Igbo descent in the USA? I beg, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I go want to see what you think right about now. Yes. Now, moving on swiftly, we know this man showing right now on your screen. This man, I person will say, served 26 years imprisonment in Kirikiri. He was released last month through the help of the current governor of Abia State in the person of Alex Oti, together with a social media influencer. So this man is known as Obona Iru. He served 26 years in Kirikiri and he was released last month. And as we speak, something has happened to his family that would greatly affect him and put a dent in his mindset. This is sad. Well, as we speak, we received a notification that this man has lost his mom. Yes, his mom, I perceive they show right now on this particular photograph. How did we know? Well, this is coming from a verified Twitter page known as Igbo History and Facts. It states, breaking, the mother of Abia-born Obona Iru, jailed for 26 years in Kirikiri prison over a stolen generator he unknowingly bought, has died. She passed away just weeks after her son regained freedom. This is a very sad one. Yes, this woman stayed alive all through these 26 years. She bared the whole burden in her. She carried everything for her head, the pain for 26 years. And now this man was released last month and she don't pass on. This is a very, very sad story. And we hope the governor of Abia State been compensate this man enough to fill up his 26 years of his life where he don't waste for Kirikiri over something where he no really do. He just bought a generator and that generator was stolen. So this man takes off 26 years or more. This is very, very sad. I beg. We don't even know what to say or what to do. But we know say the governor of Abia State will take care of this man's family. Yes, because that's the only way to compensate him. We are moving on swiftly away from sad stories. Something played out in the government of Finland recently where we say everybody needs to see and clearly understand. A man known as Christopher Okenwa don't cite some particular part of some constitutions and articles coming from International Convention on Civil and Political Rights. We be say in outside some part of this constitution an article, and this article fully covers Simon, where Finland don't they always contravene over the past couple of months. So the question here be say, what's if Christopher Okenwa they talk? Well, for clarity, make I show you his own tweet. We use your own eyes for Siam and understand. It states, if you are arrested, you have the right to be brought promptly before a judge and to be tried within a reasonable time or released pending trial. A right explicitly guaranteed under Article 9, subsection 3 of the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, and Article 5, subsection 3 of the European Convention on Human Rights, ECHR, both of which are legally binding on Finland. Now we'll take this man they talk right about now. So it will be the bone of contention here. In the claims, according to the EU and the other international rules and regulations, the claims if they arrest you, they need to take you to a law court where you go face a presiding judge. Why waiting for a sentence or a judgment or a verdict? The courts supposed to release you on bail, make you for go back to spend time with your family members at home. Yes, but as we speak, Simon don't spend almost 9 to 10 months in Kilamakowski. And recently, his lawyer filed for a possible bail, which was denied. So this did not sit well with Christopher Okenwa, and that is why he don't decide some particular sections of some EU rules and regulations and articles where Finland don't contravene and where they're supposed to respect and fully abide to. Yes, this man also went a step further to give us more clarity on that rules, that article on the European Convention on Human Rights. He continued by saying, does this mean the Finnish authorities are ignorant of these obligations, or are they willfully violating two of the most fundamental international human rights instruments to which Finland is a signatory to? I am certain you are aware of the ongoing and well-documented human rights violations against His Excellency Simon and 4 Biafran citizens who were abducted, humiliated, and unlawfully detained by the Finnish authorities, actions that appear to constitute grave breaches of both the ICCPR and the ECHR, which demand urgent accountability. He also went a step further to tag different individuals to this tweet or post released on his official Twitter page. What do you think about all of these things released by Christopher Okenwa and how he has called out the government of Finland? I beg, Go down to the comment section and leave your thoughts. Yes, the moment where Christopher Okenwa sent articles and documents to Finland, the Deputy Prime Minister of the USB movement is doing the same thing, the exact thing, to protect the rights of Simon in Kilamakoski. So the question here be say, Weti Ungozara Boizia don't pull off as of yesterday. It states breaking. Finland Alexander Stubb, Nigerian President Tinubu, and the Nigerian Defense Chief Christopher Musa has flouted the court order of the legitimate Nigerian court for the country of Biafra to exit Nigeria and rule themselves. Read attached documents. You can't attach some documents. Maybe say the High Court in Enugu State, Nigeria, don't give some declarations and don't give some rulings regarding the USB nation. Showing right now on your screen every single thing where you need to know and understand. Yes, I'm not going to bore you to read up every single thing with this document, but if you pause them and see things for yourself, make you forget first-hand info and first-hand knowledge of what they play out within and behind the scenes. Now let's go to the interesting part of this whole video conversation. I hear things don't they hot, I hear things don't they serious, and I hear things don't they boil. As we speak, yes, the IPOB don't come out to warn Biafrans. They don't come out to warn Nigerians. They don't come out to warn every Nigerian politician of the Igbo descent and every single person within. What did they happen and why the IPOB they warn everybody? Well, for understanding, make I take you to the desk of Sarah reporters. Instead, stop begging Tinubu for pardon. Demand Nnamdi Kanu's immediate release. IPOB tells Southeast leaders. So what's the context or the content of this whole declaration? Make I give you every single thing in full. It states, IPOB insisted that such requests undermine the rule of law and misrepresent the facts of Kanu's case. The indigenous people of Biafra has criticized what is described as shameful public appeals by some Southeast leaders, President Bola Tinubu, to pardon its detained leader, Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB insisted that such requests undermine the rule of law and misrepresent the facts of Kanu's case. We see these guys, they talk, let's say, no, they beg Tinubu. Stop begging Tinubu. And these are the words of the IPOB, not my own words. I'm here to broadcast news. You understand? So these guys are saying that people where they always beg Tinubu for pardon of Nnamdi Kanu should stop immediately. Say Nnamdi Kanu did not do anything wrong that deserves any form of pardon. He did not do anything bad, or he did not break any rules or regulations of the land. So the word pardon shouldn't be brought in the conversation or in the same sentence where Nnamdi Kanu's name dey. Hope you guys are paying attention and I hope you guys are seeing what is playing on right about now. So they claim, so if they catch anybody where they beg for pardon for Nnamdi Kanu's case, the person no go like we see go follow suit afterwards. So I beg, what do you think? Do you think asking for pardon for Nnamdi Kanu's case is the right way to go? Or do you want him to fight out his battle legally in the court of law? For me, what do I think about this whole thing? Well, where Kanu dey now? No be the place where you're supposed to. That's the first thing first. You know they where you're supposed to. And the countries of the world, like the UK, a country where we say he holds their passport, no they do anything about them. Yes, that country don't they do like say Nnamdi Kanu no be our citizen. This simply means that nobody is coming to this guy's rescue. In the international world, no they pay close attention and they will do little or nothing regarding his case. So what should be the best form of approach? Well, if you say you want to wait to make Nnamdi Kanu fight this case legally in the court of law, this can easily take 10 years for trial only. So far, spent 4 years, and next year will be the 5th year. This simply means that the Nigerian court, no, they're ready. They're not in the haste to give a verdict, to release him or sentence him. They are not in a haste. They want to take their time. They want to waste his time by taking their time. And this whole time wasting, they work in favor of the federal government and not for Nnamdi Kanu, because based on what he talk in the past, he said where in the stay, the living condition there is very, very poor. It's like a dungeon. And if you know what a dungeon mean, you suppose know what this man they go through every single day, every second of his life. So spending 4 years in an isolated environment is no easy. And going for the 5th year, it's terrible. So what is the best way forward? Well, there are two things involved. The Nigerian government can facilitate his trial and come to a verdict real quick, which they will not do. And the second way, or the second part, is for a full amnesty. The Nigerian federal government can say, okay, let's forgive this man, even though you believe that this man did not commit any crime. So there are two ways involved. So which one do you think can come faster? Do you think a verdict will come faster than an amnesty? That lies on your self-belief, but these are the only two way around it. So if people, they ask for pardon, they use a second route. They're using a plan B to regain or ask for the freedom of this man. And if people, they go court of law, they use a plan A, that is to fight things legally. So to have multiple ways of bringing this man out of detention or the SS facility is not bad. If you can create part A to part Z, it's even good and better. Yes. So the main goal or the main objective is to make sure Nnamdi Kanu receives freedom. Whichever part you want to use, making him receive freedom, it's good and perfect. Hope you guys are paying attention. So for the IPOB to say that nobody should ask for pardon, well, you don't know what pardon mean. Pardon is still amnesty. Pardon is still case closed. Pardon can be anything. So the IPOB don't make sense right about now. They are saying these things because they're free, living their lives. But when then they in the position of Nnamdi Kanu, this man go down break a long time ago. So that is what we think. This is now my own thoughts and not the fact. I beg, leave your thoughts in the comment section. How do you think Nnamdi Kanu's case to be treated? Do you want him to fight it legally only, or do you want him to ask for pardon and amnesty? I beg, go down to the comment section and leave your thoughts there. I go did right about there to read up and fully understand. Well, moving on swiftly, a white man attended a party that was hosted in the USA. Yes, when maybe saying that Igbo people will host that party. He can ask me to give him one Nigerian dish, an Igbo dish, make it for it, and see as it be. People there can serve Èkpá, the popular snack or meal that is being prepared very, very well, and mainly in the southeast region of Nigeria. What did this man talk? Well, it's straight to the point. It's a very simple thing, but it holds a lot of meaning and classifications. Well, make I play the video, maybe for quickly see. I'm not going to play all because of copyright issues. As you can see, the man said, I tested Èkpá for the very first time and it wasn't spicy as usual, based on what he posted on his Twitter page 7 hours ago. What does this mean? It means that you only try other Nigerian foods and it's always spicy. You know, say spicy food is not affiliated or associated with the food of Igbo. Yes, spicy food is something that's affiliated with a particular group of individuals in Nigeria. So for him to try your food from the southeast context, say, that's spicy. This sentence, it is short though, but it's big. It's very, very big. Hope you guys are understanding and paying attention. Don't be everything I go talk. Maybe for you, I go tell you and Musa, they stand for gate. Well, moving on swiftly, let's go to the most interesting part of this whole video conversation and the reason why this video was made in its very first place. As we speak, 2 American politicians don't promise to vindicate Simon and make sure say the country of Finland go release this man in the coming days. The question here is, who are these politicians and what did they have to say? Well, first thing first, the very first politician here is known as Jim Moran. This guy happens to be a former congressman representing the 8th district of Virginia. And the next person is Michael Robin, who happens to be a senior fellow and a director of policy analysis. These 2 individuals don't come together and say, Simon's case and the case of the Biafran people will be actualized in the coming days, because this man, Simon, and the people of USB don't do anything wrong in any way, shape, or form. So let's start with the very first person. Let's start with Jim Moran. This man where I show you right about now, where I tell you say, is a former congressman representing the 8th district of Virginia. The thing be say, we take concern Jim Moran with the case of Simon and the country of US, but make I show you. It states what Jim Moran has said or done. The very first one, an advocacy for Biafran independence. Jim Moran, a former US congressman, is publicly reported to be advocating for the independence of Biafra under the Biafran Republic government in exile, which Simon leads as its self-styled prime minister. Simon shared his claim via his ex, and I waited Simon don't post over time. Reason cited for support. According to Simon's statement, Moran justified his support by invoking the historical impact of the Nigerian Civil War, which left about 2 million people dead, and by pointing to ongoing marginalization of the Nigerian southeast region. And I would see this up right about now. We say Jim Moran no really want. And this man right about now, don't they ask the government of Finland, say, free that man where they hold. You don't do anything wrong. He didn't say anything that warrants you keeping him in prison. I better release him as soon as possible. The next person, I'm Michael Robin, where I don't show you already. This man too gets series of affiliations with the USB people, and this man too don't they ask the government of Finland, say, "I'm gonna release Simon." And this is a big one because as Jim Moran don't come together with Michael Robin, a US politician, it simply means a lot of pressures will be mounted in the coming days on the Finnish government and its presidency. And this definitely will go a long way in making sure, Simon go see the light of the day. At the same time, that same pressure will still help Nnamdi Kanu's case in the DSS facility. Well, moving on swiftly, something played out in the Pajami District Court a couple of days back where we say everybody needs to see right about now. We all know Simon been filed for a possible bail application. Well, the court don't talk something regarding his bail application and they don't give a full verdict. So we say everybody needs to see and pay attention to. The question here be say, what the court don't talk and how they talk and what go happen in the coming days. Well, in a video we published 2 days ago, we gave a full and detailed analysis on every single thing that have happened in Pajami regarding Simon and his lawsuit in the face. Well, just in case you missed that video and you never watch it, we have a video on this channel that will show you every single thing that you need to know right about now. And just in case you never watched that video and you want to watch click on this video, this particular video showing right now on your screen to watch and understand. Click on this video and I will see you on the other side. Thanks for watching and stay safe and be blessed.